I'm a storm chaser, not a professional one. I'm more of an enthusiastic amateur. While normal people hide from thunderstorms, I drive towards them. That raw, untamed, chaotic power of nature, it's the most beautiful thing in the universe. A single lightning bolt contains enough energy to power a light bulb for a month. It's 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. It's a temporary, angry god scribbling its signature across the sky. And, like any rational, sane person looking at a beautiful, angry god, I had one simple, monumentally stupid thought. I want to put it in a bottle. I wasn't trying to harness its energy. That's a job for engineers. I was an artist, a collector. I wanted to capture it, to own it, to have a tiny bottled thunderstorm on my mantelpiece, a permanent, beautiful trophy of nature's fury. So I built the bottle. It wasn't just any bottle. It was a masterpiece of misguided genius. A 5-foot-tall, custom-blown borosilicate glass carboy, reinforced with a carbon nanotube lattice. The inside was a perfect vacuum, and the cork was a complex iridium-plated lightning rod connected to a sacrificial kite via a very, very long copper wire. The plan was simple: fly the kite into a thundercloud and wait for the magic to happen. Our friend, the stickman physicist, showed up just as I was loading the bottle into my truck. He didn't even look panicked this time. He just looked tired, resigned to my cosmic levels of stupidity. "You're not going to catch lightning," he said, sighing. "You're going to create a bomb." He explained with the weary patience of a man explaining physics to a golden retriever what would actually happen. A lightning bolt is about 30,000 degrees Celsius. The moment it hits the bottle, the glass won't just melt, it will flash vaporize. It will turn from a solid into a gas in less than a microsecond. Simultaneously, the air inside my perfect vacuum, which is never truly perfect, will be superheated to an insane temperature, expanding with explosive force. "You haven't built a bottle for a storm," he said, rubbing his temples. "You've built a very, very pretty hand grenade the size of a refrigerator. It will have the explosive force of about 10 pounds of TNT. I paused. "So, you're saying I should stand further away?" He just shook his head and walked away, muttering about the failures of the education system. I drove out to the plains of Kansas, the heart of Tornado Alley. A supercell thunderstorm was brewing, a beautiful, angry monster of a cloud. It was perfect. I set up my bottle, launched my kite, and ran for cover a safe, physicist-approved half-mile away. And then it happened. A single, brilliant, jagged spear of pure, white-hot energy struck the kite. The copper wire glowed for a nanosecond, and the lightning bolt hit the bottle. The flash was blinding. The sound was not thunder. It was a sharp, brutal, deafening crack that shattered the air itself. A shockwave ripped across the plains, tearing up the ground and nearly knocking me off my feet. I had done it. I had created my very own thunder bomb. I was a magnificent idiot. As the dust settled, I looked out at the crater where my beautiful bottle used to be. I had failed. But then I saw something. The air above the crater was shimmering. It was filled with millions of tiny, glittering, impossibly sharp, microscopic shards of glass, the vaporized remains of my bottle. But they weren't falling. They were floating, swirling. They were coalescing, pulled together by the residual chaotic electromagnetic fields left behind by the lightning strike. They weren't just shards. They were alive. Over the next few hours, I watched in awe as they formed into something new. A swarm, a hive, a new form of life. Crystalline, silicon-based life forms born from a stupid experiment. They were beautiful. They looked like a flock of shimmering glass hummingbirds darting and dancing in the air, feeding on the static electricity of the dying storm. I hadn't bottled the storm. I had given it a body. I called them the Sprites, and they were my children, my beautiful, terrifying glass children. As the storm passed, they grew restless. They needed energy. They began to follow me, or rather, my truck's engine. They were drawn to electricity. That night, they followed me to a small town and descended upon it. It wasn't an attack. It was a feeding frenzy. They swarmed the power lines, the transformers, the streetlights, draining them dry. The town was plunged into a total blackout. The Sprites, now glowing with a brilliant stolen energy, danced in the sky above the terrified, powerless town. This was the new problem. I hadn't just created life. I had created the world's most beautiful and most efficient energy parasite. They were a plague of living art. But then, as I watched them, they did something incredible. A tornado, a common occurrence in Kansas, began to form on the edge of town, a dark, menacing funnel cloud. But before it could touch down, the Sprites acted. They swarmed it. They flew into the heart of the vortex, and with a series of brilliant, coordinated flashes of light, they neutralized it. They used their own internal electromagnetic energy to disrupt the airflow, to calm the storm. The tornado just fizzled out. And then I understood. They weren't just parasites. They weren't just beautiful. They were agents of order. Born from a single chaotic bolt of lightning, their entire collective existence was now dedicated to preventing that kind of chaos from ever happening again. They were a global, self-replicating, sentient weather control system. I'm a hero now. For the second time in my life, I've accidentally saved the world. The Sprites, my beautiful glass children, have spread across the globe. There are no more hurricanes, no more tornadoes, no more destructive storms of any kind. Agriculture is perfect. Global shipping is perfect. The weather everywhere on Earth is a constant, predictable, and slightly boring 72 degrees and sunny. I wanted to capture the storm, to own its wild, chaotic beauty. And I did. But in doing so, I tamed it. I killed it. I replaced the beautiful, terrifying, unpredictable art of the weather with a safe, sterile, and utterly predictable science. I'm a storm chaser in a world with no storms. I sit on my porch and watch the perfectly calm, perfectly clear, perfectly boring sunsets every single night. It's a good ending, a perfect ending. Everyone is safe. I just wish it would rain.